Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Finally, the Lakers made a big trade move, and D'Angelo Russell was traded and sent to the Brooklyn Nets. Lakers fans are excited about successful trade. Guard D'Angelo Russell is on the move again, with ESPN reporting Sunday that the Brooklyn Nets will acquire him in a trade with the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles will send Russell, Maxwell Lewis and 3 second-round picks to Brooklyn for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, per the report. The Lakers selected Russell, now 28, with the number 2 overall pick of the 2015 NBA draft, and he spent 2 seasons with Los Angeles before being traded on June 22, 2017, with Timofey Mozgov to the Nets for Kyle Kuzma and Brook Lopez. He made stops with the Golden State Warriors and Minnesota Timberwolves before the Lakers acquired him again on February 9, 2023, as part of a 3-team deal headlined by veteran Mike Conley being traded from the Utah Jazz to Minnesota. Russell's role in head coach J.J. Redick's rotation has diminished. In October, Russell averaged 30.6 minutes per game, dropping to 25.5 in November and 25.2 in December. In 29 games, 10 starts, this season, he's averaging 26.3 minutes, 12.4 points, 2.8 rebounds and 4.7 assists. All are below his career averages of 30 minutes, 17.5 points, 3.4 rebounds and 5.7 assists. Lewis, 22, has seen limited action for the Lakers this season, with the small forward scoring 15 points in 7 games. Finney-Smith, a 31-year-old forward, is in his 9th NBA season. He has started all 20 games he's appeared in, averaging 10.4 points, 4.6 rebounds and 1.6 assists over 29 minutes per game. Milton, a guard, is averaging 7.4 points per game over 27 appearances, 1 start. The 28-year-old also is contributing 1.9 rebounds and 2.4 assists. J.J. Redick is big Dorian Finney-Smith fan. The Los Angeles Lakers appear to have finally made a trade, with reports indicating that they have acquired Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton from the Brooklyn Nets for D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis and 3 second-round picks. Finney-Smith is a player the Lakers have had interest in for a while as a 3-and-D wing with size. He should bring a level of defensive toughness to LA that the team had previously lacked. One person who has to be happy about this trade is Lakers head coach J.J. Redick, who was a teammate of Finney-Smith's for a bit on the Dallas Mavericks during the 2020-21 season. When speaking about Finney-Smith on his podcast during that time, Redick expressed how big of a fan he is. "The one guy I just gotta shout out because I love watching him play, and I've played against him now for a few years, and he does so many things that just don't show up in the box score, and that's Dorian Finney-Smith, as he's affectionately known as Dodo. Dodo, he's just an awesome player. He's a player that can fit on any team in the NBA. I think he's incredibly valuable," Redick said. "Great defender, hustles, makes all the plays. He had a block last night. We had some miscommunication in transition and I think it was a 6-point game or 8-point game in the 4th, and Chris Middleton came down the middle of the lane and Dodo came out of nowhere and blocked the shot. They originally called it a foul, we got a challenge on it, it was obviously a clean block when you saw it on replay, so we got the jump ball. Then from there, we just controlled the rest of the game and pulled away. It was a huge play, and he makes plays like that all the time." Redick would also give Finney-Smith a shout-out on social media in 2022. It will be interesting to see if Redick decides to start Finney-Smith or bring him off the bench, but regardless, the Lakers now have another versatile defender to add to the mix, as well as a backup point guard that can shoot it with Milton. J.J. Redick spoke about possibility of Lakers making trade. A couple days before the Lakers finally made a deal, J.J. Redick spoke about the possibility and the confidence he had in his team regardless. "Rob and I talk all the time, but my focus is on coaching this group and trying to maximize this group. Redick said after Lakers practice on Friday. Frankly, I have belief that when this group is healthy, we can compete. If there's a move to be made, there's a move to be made. But I'm focused on this group. What's next for Lakers after Dorian Finney-Smith trade? The Los Angeles Lakers have made their first big shakeup to the roster this season. They have decided to ship D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell, Lewis, and 3 second-round picks to the Brooklyn Nets in return for Shake Milton and Dorian Finney-Smith. It's an interesting move for a team that needed to make one. Bringing in Finney-Smith gives the Lakers a defensive-minded wing that they desperately needed. He is known for his solid defending on the wing and typically guards the opposing team's best player. Los Angeles had a great defense when they won the title in 2020, so having someone like him now is a solid addition. Milton also provides more defense than Russell gave the team. It seemed that the Lakers were determined to trade Russell almost the moment they re-signed him to his current deal. J.J. Redick had grown tired of his defensive lapses and relegated him to the bench. So, with this move to grab 2 guys who help the defense, what's next for the Lakers? They have other contracts that are very tradable. They still have some improvements they need to make on the offensive end of the court. That could mean making some moves for a backup center. The Lakers could use a center who helps score more points off the bench than the options they currently have. Anthony Davis has been great at the starting center spot on both offense and defense, but he is oft injured. LA needs someone who can take pressure off of him. Adding someone like Jonas Valanciunas would really help them. He's someone who is a brute down low. He can score from the post, and he can grab rebounds. He's also good enough to be able to start if the Lakers need him to do so. Davis could play alongside him as well in certain games. The Lakers are certainly not done making trades. This is just the first one. Expect them to make at least one other move closer to the trade deadline. If they don't decide to grab a center, look for them to make a move for an offensive-minded point guard. They no longer have one on the roster. Austin Reeves and LeBron James will continue to be the primary ball handlers for the starting lineup. Both of them will be helped by the additions of Milton and Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick optimistic that Lakers are getting healthier, having a full squad during 4-game homestand strong possibility. Originally posted on Last Word on Sports. By Daniel Benjamin, last updated December 28, 2024, 7:19 p.m. Eastern Time. The Los Angeles Lakers have a chance to get right over the next few weeks. While LA has been playing fairly well lately, the fact that the Lakers are getting healthy is providing optimism for the team, according to Dan Waka of the Los Angeles Times. Beginning tonight, Los Angeles plays 11 of its next 14 games at Crypto.com Arena, leaving the Lakers with just 3 road contests during this stretch. However, the Lakers are playing outside the city confines once, Dallas and Houston on the same trip, as they face the Los Angeles Clippers at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood. Los Angeles, 17-13, has played the 3rd most road games in the league, so a season-long home stretch is a much-valued commodity. The Lakers are 8-9 in road games, with a -6.6 scoring margin. Los Angeles begins a 4-game homestand against Sacramento, 13-17, which is dealing with some turmoil after firing head coach Mike Brown yesterday. The Lakers have a 9-4 record with a +2.8 scoring margin at Crypto. However, they are just 2-4 over their last home games, including dropping a 117-114 decision to Detroit on Monday. "We've played together, tried to play the right way," Coach J.J. Redick said after practice. "I think our game plan discipline has been excellent. So, I like where our team is at. I like where our team is trending. I'm going to really like it when we're completely healthy." J.J. Redick optimistic that Lakers are getting healthier, having a full squad during 4-game homestand strong possibility. Los Angeles is going for a sweep of Sacramento. The Lakers are 3-0 against the Kings, outscoring them by an average of 115.7 to 108.7, though 2 of those have been decided by 4 points. Speaking of healthy, it appears that the Lakers are finally getting there. The Lakers do have 10 players listed on their injury report, having ruled out 5. But 2 players, Bronny James and Maxwell Lewis, are on G League assignments. Lakers getting healthy, though there are still question marks. D'Angelo Russell appears to be on track to return after missing the Lakers' Christmas Day victory over Golden State with a thumb injury. Russell, who has steadily gotten better this season, is listed as probable for Saturday's game after practicing yesterday. Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Rui Hachimura are all questionable for Saturday's contest. Davis was limited to 7 minutes on Christmas Day and didn't practice on Friday. However, Davis said he planned on playing against the Kings after the Warriors game. James and Hachimura each picked up an illness on Friday and didn't practice. Their status for the game will likely be determined by game time. Like Russell, Jackson Hayes participated in non-contact drills during Friday's practice. That is outstanding news for the Lakers, as Hayes has been sidelined since November 26 after suffering consecutive ankle injuries. Vanderbilt and Wood close to returning. Redick told Weinke that Hayes moved well in practice Friday. If Hayes can play, that will be a big deal, as some of the Lakers' struggles are due to them being short-handed up front. Even if Hayes is ruled out, he should be back soon. Offensively for us, just the rim running, the pace with which he can get from one action to the next as a big. He's good in the half-court at screening, rolling, and getting back to a second action. And, Russell, with some of the lob stuff, he puts pressure on the rim as a roller, Redick said of what the Lakers have missed without Hayes. And then defensively, he had his best stretch for us before being injured. He had a 4 or 5 game stretch where he was great on both ends, but he was also crashing. He was getting offensive rebounds for us. So we've missed him. If Davis, Hachimura, and James cannot attend Saturday's game, the same can be said for them. Meanwhile, Jalen Hood-Schifino has been ruled out for the 11th straight due to a hamstring injury. Jared Vanderbilt and Christian Wood are still a little ways from making their season debut. In fact, there is no official timetable for Vanderbilt or Wood's season debuts. But Redick said he hopes both bigs can play before the team heads to Texas. After tonight's contest, the Lakers are off until New Year's Eve versus Cleveland. They then host Portland on January 2nd and Atlanta on January 3rd.